Good evening, and thanks for watching today, and thanks for tuning in. And I hope you're having a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about wonderful subject. Though it might be short, but it definitely will touch your heart. Now, irrespective of whatever the spiritual background your religious backgrounds your, we're not talking about that. In many scriptures, it is said only one thing: God is love, love is God. Now, different religions has different beliefs, but ultimately, if you closely observe all the scriptures, it says the same thing: God is love, love is God. Now, let's connect that to our real life. There's one interesting quote I read a couple of days back in one wonderful book, and I want to elaborate that a little bit. The best use of life is love. The best expression of love is the time. The best time to love is now. You see how all these three are interconnected. Now, once again, I'm going back and then let's review that line by line. The best use of life is love, not other than the one that initially we discussed. God is love, love is God. Now, if you don't have a life, you don't express yourself, right? Yes, different species has a different expressions. But being in a human being form, expression of love is one of the most important thing emotionally that you can express to anybody around yourself to express that love. Now, the best expression of love is the time. You see, every one of us given a time. Now, imagine you think about someone that you love so much, but you decided to tell them that you love that person, say 10 years from now. Do you really think that person is going to be alive by then? Or do you really think that you can communicate to that person 10 years from now? So it's very important to understand love. At the same time. The timing is important. Timing is the key. The person you love most, you know, while you're adults, the person you love most, you want to express, but probably after 1 year, she finds someone else who loves, and then they get married, and so on and so forth. So the timing is a key as well, not only in a personal relations, I mean to say, husband and wife, or boyfriend and girlfriend. In many aspects, be it your mother, grandmother, grandfather, friend, colleague, love is life. And that is the time is a key that you need to express on a right time. Maybe, there is a little bit of hesitation initially, particularly when it is expressing external, particularly when it is opposite side of love, I would say. But still, you need to take that bold calls, bold decisions, because timing is everything. Now, the best time to express is now. So that's what we talked about. Timing is the key. Now, same thing you can connect, think, okay, I love my father, but I don't have time to talk to him right now. I love my mother, but I'm very busy at my work and I cannot talk to them, and maybe I'll see them in 1 week from now. You never know what might happen in 1 week. You never know what might happen in tomorrow. You never know what might happen you wake up tomorrow morning. So when something tells you in your heart, I think there are some intuitions works in a different way if you closely pay attention, and eventually you will come to know the power of those intentions. Somewhere you're walking and somewhere it strikes, hey, you know what, I need to talk to that guy, or I need to call my friend, or I need to call my sister, or my husband, or I need to talk to my son. Sometimes you're doing something completely different and those thoughts will come, and don't ignore those ones. Take some time, make a note. I said, you know what, maybe not immediately, but talk to them, less than 24 hours, less than 40. Maybe they are thinking about you. Maybe, you're far away, and nobody is going to come in your dreams and tell, what, I miss you, I talked to you, I wanted to, and so on and so forth. So that we need to take our time, at least the first circle, or second circle, or third circle, I would say. Those are the close niche family, friends, and relatives you might have. Probably, if you count yourself, you might have less than 100. Scientific studies says that you cannot cope up beyond 150 people, and that's the maximum that if you're really really organized, that's the maximum you can reach up to. Think about the closest last 2 months, closest people who you personally talk through the phone or through the mails or through the meet one on one, and see how many people it will come. I bet you if it is beyond 20 to 30 people, I bet you on that. See, that's how it is. But then when you look back, as you grow, as you progress, there are sometimes, we get rid of some people, probably different reasons, and then we get to have new connections, new acquaintances, and so on and so forth. So, but then still having that close knit contacts, because we are human beings, we are need to connect with some people. Sometimes, probably now nowadays, it's a one-on-one probably not possible other than where you work, but at the same time, with the technology what we have, you can always get connected. You list down the people whom you want to talk in 30 days from now, and make a point for one person for 10 minutes or 5 minutes a day. So this takes a little bit of work, I would say, allocating some time to the loud ones, I would say. I'm not talking about, you talk to a person out of a Facebook group of 20,000 people you might be having. It's not going to be possible. And then most likely those are fake friends, I would say. But then you need to get connected with the people who are your close circle, first circle, second circle, and third circle. And that's what, you know, it's okay. You should not have any regrets. I will give you a wonderful example of the timing is important. You know, we had Bella. She was a lovely dog, and then I loved her more than anything. Due to certain circumstances, uh, we got a giveaway like 2 years ago since we moved out of the country. I gave it to the closest friend of mine, and then I used to talk to Bella pretty much at least once in a month, twice a month. He does comes to my colleague comes in a video call. I talk to her, I mean, the way I used to do while she was with us. Exactly like 2 weeks ago, it struck in my head. I thought of talking to her. I don't know, it just struck me that I should talk to Bella. Then somehow I said, okay, I don't have time. I moved on and so on and so forth. And pretty much after 3 weeks, and the colleague called me while I was in the morning. Pretty much I put my phone in a D&D because while I'm working, I don't want to get disturbed with this other calls, etc. But then whenever I see something important, I'll call them back. So I missed the call twice, and I normally talk to the guy as well. But when I look back, and then after I called back, and then he said that Bella died. So that was one of the depressing moments of my life, I would say. I emotionally I burst out, and then first I took it. I said, okay, she's 7 year old, and she still had about a couple of years. And then I was just thinking, uh, I was planning myself that I can go back and play with her, because she lives in the same city, and when I go from vacation. But that's gone. And when I heard that that was actually the news really broke me, and it was not easy for me because she was closest to my heart. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is that, I mean, for some people, when I say, okay, my dog died, means nothing. But then if you're emotionally connected, and those who loves the pet, when I say, my dog died, and I know for sure I'm not going to see her again in my life. Only the memories we have. And this changed the way we look at the things. This can happen to the human beings. I mean, closer to the closest people can happen, and then there is no way that you're going to, the spirit is gone, and that's it. It's over. The game is over, and the guy did final rituals, so on and so forth. And I'm sure I had some memories with Bella, but then I definitely miss her all the time. But then, you know what? If I could have called back on when my heart said, okay, you know what, you should call, or say even in a 1 week later, if I would have spoke with her, I would have been in a peace. I would say, you know what, good at least 1 week before I get in touch with the friend, so that I could see my Bella and then talk to her while she was away. But that's not the case. Now even I have enough time Even tomorrow I can call him, but then I cannot see Bella. See, this is what happens usually when I talk about the intentions and some things can come to you. Just make a note and take some time and do it. So it's very important uh, to coming back to the quote which you discussed. The best use of life is love because God is love, love is God. The best time to express love is time, and the best time to express is now. So I hope that helps for you to do better in what you do in your relationships, and wherever the stage you are in, and your first circle, second circle, and third circle of contacts, and see who you closely contact. And whenever you kind of get intuitions or some sort of things that while you're busy doing something, or yeah, you say, okay, I need to talk to the person, make it a point. I'm not saying that they're going to die or something. Of one of the example I give you is Bella. Okay, that happened, and then yes, that was a bad news. But then this can happen to anything, anybody. That's the life, and fortunately, unfortunately, we need to be prepared. And there's nothing much. Even if I would have that would have given a little peace. But what I'm trying to tell you is that expressing yourself on a right time is very important. And most importantly, many of us, due to our busyness schedules, we don't do that, and later only remains the regrets. And that can take a long way for you to forget that one. Rather, you could have done the simple things of expressing yourself on time. So I hope that helps for you to do better in what you do, and stay well, stay blessed, and talk to you soon. Thanks for watching, and have a great day ahead. Bye bye.